anything you can point to that made your house, your space, the place that the kids found comfort?
Him and I kind of thought about that over the years, and probably like that fourth day when it was all done, it's like him and I,
Yeah,
what
yeah, you're like
happened? Why,
reflecting.
why are all these kids here? And we started thinking back, and I think it really is our. Not only were we involved in their football, always on the sidelines, we're with all the wrestlers. We were the team dad and the mom dad, or the team mom. Went to all their tournaments. We fed the kids every morning. We were on the sideline cheering when their parents weren't there and motivating them, and just always there for them. Always pat on the back when they lost, high five when they won. One thing we used to do is we'd have dinner at our house, and it was always no phones at the table. They were in a bowl outside the room, and we had to talk. It was the family would talk. And even as busy as we were, we made a point of doing it several times a week. And when their friends would come over, we'd tell their friends, hey, leave your phone in the other room if you want to have dinner. And they'd kind of like, why? And then they did, and they thought it was kind of weird. And after a while, they kept telling our kids like, hey, this is cool. You do this every night. You guys have dinner and talk and, laugh and have a great dinner. And so a lot of those kids that had dinner with us, over the years had come to our house and had dinner, and we made them sit down and be polite and pass the food. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. And I think they knew who we were. They knew that we were very family oriented. And I think that's why they all just kind of stood up.
What a beautiful opportunity, and that you guys were there and had the space for it. Dads, as you're listening, I think some of the things to consider is like, okay, family dinner. Let your kids, maybe there's a week, one night a week or a couple nights or whatever. Hey, if you want your friends to come over and have dinner with us, they can. And then I know it's like when my son, like he has a friend come over, he'll be like, all right, we're heading to my room. And I'm like, no, sit at the table for a minute. You know what I mean? Like give us 15 minutes, sit down at the table, eat with us, do not turn the TV on every time or rarely, So family dinner, love that. I also really wanted to point out that you said it so simply, but being at the games, obviously you knew their names. And then you said, gave them a high five when they won and a hand on the back when they lost. Like, Dad, it doesn't matter how much money you make, what your job is, how much time you have, like you have the ability to do that. Like to go not be on your phone at the game working on something, but learning the kids' names and then encouraging them, being there and creating the space that like kids need stability so bad in our world right now. And you guys created that, right? There was a place for stability because you were consistent. So, man, I like to say fatherhood isn't just about your kids, it's a posture, right? And you've clearly taken that fatherhood posture, even to the point where these kids are calling you guys mom and dad because they long for that and they're experiencing that stability and leadership and unconditional love clearly from you guys.
Yep. I hope that's why they do it.
I mean, I think the story speaks for itself, and I think it's encouraging for guys because here's the reality. Life is messy. Shit's happening all the time. And can you be a house where the chaos of the world doesn't exist? So when kids come through your doors, they just feel something different. And just your presence can create that. You don't have to be in every conversation. You don't have to be the funny dad, the silly dad, the smart dad. Just be you. Kids are longing for that more than ever. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. One of the questions that I like to ask is about like men are warriors and we like to fight. The podcast is Fatherhood Field Notes, but like what is it that you're rebelling against, but not just to tear something down, but to create something in its space. So for Sean, is there anything that you are fighting against, rebelling against, and then trying to create something in its place?
I think the father being in the family, I think they need it. They don't have that father figure there. It's going to be tough for these kids to grow up and be good people in life. I think that's, and we kind of talked about it is, fighting for the marriage, make it work, be there for the kids and do everything you can. Cause just, you don't see too many divorced family children. It's not easy. It's harder for them. Not that they're not going to succeed, but it's definitely harder for them to get where they want to go. And it's much easier having the mom and dad in the family.
Yeah.